So, hello everyone. Today I'm in conversation with VE student Anais Ramos. Before we get stuck into talking with her about her experience, I'm just going to ask Anais, can you just introduce yourself? Tell us what you're studying and where.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Anais Ramos, and last year I finished this year I finished my master degree for being a secondary education teacher. Now I'm not studying anything, but I'm working in an English academy. So
Right.
yeah, giving English lessons.
So you recently took part in a virtual exchange with Laura Angelini. Tell us a bit about your virtual exchange experience, and when did you do it and how was it for you?
So I did it last spring, and for me, it was a very surprising experience. I mean, I wasn't sure what I was going to find. I mean, Laura described us a little bit how it was going to be, but when I was there, I was surprised first because it was like, wow, I'm here connecting with people from very remotely places because we were with Ukraine, with I think Argelia, yeah,
Algeria.
Algeria, yeah,
Oh, wow.
and I think I'm not sure, other people from Spain, and yeah, in general, and also Poland. So it was really first very interesting in terms of meeting the people, and also because we had the first session just for hang out or chatting each other,
To get
knowing
to know each
yeah,
other.
get to know each other, and so it was very interesting for me. And then regarding the virtual exchange, it was interesting the fact that I've never experienced to be like in that kind of role. So in my case, I was a head teacher.
Oh,
So for
they
me,
made you a head teacher, so it was like a
yeah,
role play.
yeah, they made me the head teacher. So for me,
Oh,
it was like, wow, I've never been to these kind of situations. So of course, it was like, okay, I have to leadership. I have to tell the others what they have to do, and I have to control. So I have make decisions, and I wasn't in my life. I wasn't in that position at all. So of course, it was challenging, but at the same
yeah.
time, I felt very happy when it finished because I feel very satisfied with my work. So it was
Yeah.
very nice experience. Of course, we had our things, but yeah.
First of all, so they put you in a situation where you were a head teacher and you had to make decisions. So that was right out of your comfort zone, presumably. So
Yeah,
how did you
totally.
deal with that and how did you feel when they put you in that? Did you panic or how? Presumably you had time to prepare for this or
Yeah, I didn't panic at all. I just tried to do my best, and I just thought, okay, so let's try to be like the head teachers I know, let's try to do what they usually do. So I try, for example, to inform everyone about our meeting. So I sent emails to them like, hey, I'm Anais, I'm a head teacher, and this our sessions will be this and this day. And for example, I chose, for example, the topics that we were going to deal with in our simulation. And so yeah, it was I tried to do this role and try to keep the role all the time.
right. So you spoke about before when you were head teacher and you had to think about leadership skills and everything. So what do you think during this simulation or simulations, I'm not sure how many you had, what skills do you think you developed during that time? You already mentioned leadership, but what else do you think you had to think about and learn?
So first, maybe like problem solving, like to deal with problems, because of course, when you're in these kind of situations, you have to deal with, I don't know, problems like maybe easy problems like bad connection with internet, or people that doesn't appear to the session, or people that have doubts and you have to ask to tell them what to do, or And also maybe if someone, I don't know, they are not agree with something with the topic, try to be like, okay, let's keep going, or let's focus on this, or
Mm.
try to make like a final thought on the topic. So problem solving, leadership in my case, of course. Then maybe uh, regarding like cultural awareness, maybe, like, in with these Algerian people, of course, or with this Ukraine girl, she was in a worse situation in the moment when we
Yes,
did
well,
this. So of course, to try to be respectful with every situation of every people circumstances. So all of these you have to, at the end, it's like a real life, it's
yeah, I
like a
wanted to.
real life situation.
Yes, I wanted to mention the fact that you were working with Algerians, Ukrainians, presumably many other nationalities, and you mentioned the cultural awareness. Is there anything else that you would like to mention that you took away from these sessions on the cultural level?
Of course, also that you have to be aware that um, every person depends a lot on their cultural background. So even just when you deal with these situations where you have to discuss about topics that are regarding education, you have to be aware that the other people have, maybe they have other perspectives, and for
Right.
them, what for you is very obvious or is very like that way, maybe for them it's not like that. Or just in terms of, for example, expressing, maybe just for the culture with the Spanish people, it's a topic, but we are very extrovert, and it's easy for us to talk. I know that's I'm doing a generalization, but for me it was the case. I'm very extrovert, so I don't have that problems with interacting with people. But for example, people from other countries, maybe they are more shy, so you have to deal with it and understand that and try to make them comfortable and try to,
Mm,
make a safe space for us. So
absolutely.
culture, I think it's a key aspect that you have to, yeah, and also to don't, don't that to try to respect, don't, yeah, all these things.
It sounds like it was quite a deep experience for you, and there's a lot that you have taken away from the experience.
Of course.
I'm wondering about challenges because obviously, when you're interacting across borders, there are all sorts. There can be issues you mentioned before, connectivity and things like that.
Yeah.
Can you talk
um,
about some of the challenges that you had during this virtual
yeah.
experience? And
Of course, we have challenges first in terms, yeah, of the connection, also about maybe the roles, because I try to follow very, it's not strictly, but follow yeah, with like my role. But then there was other people at the rest of the group, they struggle a little bit with following the role. So at the end, they were just, them talking about
so
the
they didn't
topics.
maintain their
Yeah.
role.
So a few times I tried to remember them. Hey guys, let's try to keep, to
Keeping the
listen to,
role.
yeah, with our roles, because that's something that it's quite of important.
Hmm.
Of course, we at the end, it didn't matter that much. I mean, we could get along with it, and we, we decide things, and we arrive to conclusions the same. But it's true that's something I would like to, if I repeat maybe a simulation that I would like to, maybe that I would try to, I don't know, try to do something about it. Or
Hmm. Okay.
and also maybe other people they were not that much prepared. Maybe I had both. So I have, for example, a couple of people that they were very well prepared. They have read a lot of articles. They have material, so that was very good. And then I have other people that maybe they struggle a little bit and they didn't have that much to say, or they didn't have that much material, or directly maybe people that they were very shy, so it was kind of difficult. However, it was like a very nice experience as
Hmm.
well. Even of course you have challenges, but they were, I think I could keep keep going with that. So
So
yeah.
what have you taken away, and what impact has the experience had on any decisions that you've made since then about future paths or future studies?
So for me, first I didn't know about simulation. I never heard about that. So first for me, it was like it opened like a window for me in terms of, I think it's a very interesting experience that people should try because it's very it really helps you with your future in terms of now maybe I'm not that nervous if I have to lead or something now, or just the fact that we are different people and we are in the same place talking, discussing things that really matter, because we were talking about things that really affect the, nowadays technology in schools. Yeah, topics that are really interesting and that our opinion is it's nice to talk with people and see their perspective because it's something that we can really find out there.
Mm,
When maybe I start working in a school in the future, I will face with that. And so this is like a kind of a small preparation for what it's coming.
right, right.
So
Is there any other advice you'd like to give students who are thinking, oh, shall I do a virtual exchange or not? What would you say to them?
I would say that go for it. In fact, if I can, I will repeat the experience and try
Would
to
you?
try to improve myself and also because you're going to have feedback from the teachers are, seeing you, and just because it's nice to front with these situations because you will be more prepared later and at the end I think they should do it. They should do it because it's not that difficult. I mean, you just have to read some articles, but at the end people makes the situation very easy. I
Mm.
think always we are volunteers, so we want to do that. It's not any problem at all, and the teachers, if not, they are there. You can ask them. You can, Laura, for example, she was there all the time. We could ask her by email everything. So I really recommend for all of you that you're seeing. Yeah, totally. Yeah,
Anais, thank you so much for your time today and talking to me.
of course. It was a pleasure. It was and yeah, for me, it's very nice to talk about something that was nice. So, yeah, if I can help someone, perfect for me.